At this point, let's learn the move and capture of every piece. So starting with the rook, let's go. Okay, this is chess with JM, and if you've not seen the previous video and previous lessons, please do it to check them out, because that's the only way you can fully understand what is going on at this very point. Okay, let's get started. Now I will talk about the move of the rook and then how to capture with the rook. Okay, so what you need to know is that the rook moves in the vertical and horizontal. So let me explain what I mean. So the rook can actually move this way all the way through the board, provided there is no piece blocking the rook at this point. So the rook can as well also move horizontal through the ranks, provided there is no piece blocking the rook. Is that clear? So let's use this rook on the a1, to capture this pawn on d5, right? Sorry, on d6. Okay, on d6. So let's go. So what I simply do, you can take this point, remember it goes vertical, and then you can capture. As simple as that. And if, okay, let's go back. Remember, we had this here and we had this here. If you didn't want to go through that way, you can as well come to this point, then you come to this point. Now this is the beauty of chess. You can do something in let me say in various ways. You don't have to be restricted to a single pattern or a single format. And then one of the things that makes chess looks as though it's complex is because every piece has its own unique move. And to me it makes sense, because in the real world everybody is unique. Even if we are related, let's say we are blacks or we are male or we are female, we still have the way you want to think or the way you do something. So you see, this other person went from this end, but this other person went from this end, and they still did the same thing, and that's amazing. Okay, let's talk about this other rook. Let's use this rook on the h8, this rook. So let's use this rook to capture this knight on f4. Can we do that? Simple. So just you can do that in two ways. Either you move from this point, move this from this point to this point, and then you capture. Whenever you capture a piece, you take the piece out of the board, like remove the piece. That is what you simply do. So let me just introduce another piece, maybe a black bishop, and then use any of the rook to capture. So let me still use this rook to capture a bishop. I can simply come this way, don't know if you get now, and capture as well. And if I don't want to go through that way, I can as well, let's redo that. I can as well come to this point first and then capture. So that's just it. So the rook moves in the vertical and horizontal, provided there is no piece blocking the rook. Okay, let me just show you an instance I have here. I think that will help us. Okay, watch this interface. Okay, now you see the rook can move. You see this dotted what's it called, spot, tells you the movement of the rook. So the rook can move through all this way because there is no piece blocking the rook. And you watch at the end of this board, it couldn't extend because there is no other part in the board where I can go to. Hello, let's watch this black. Okay, let's play as this one first. So you can actually, let's say we want to capture this rook. What do we simply do? And now, you know, chess is a game played in turns. The white plays and the black plays. So let's say the white plays. Now let's watch these other persons. You see, this rook cannot extend to this point. It cannot get to this point because the king is there. So once a piece is blocking any other piece, he has to either capture it and take it out of that point for it to stay at that point, or if it's its teammates or from the same kingdom, it cannot do anything. The only piece that jump is knight. We'll get to talk about that soon. Okay, so that's it. So let's play this one. This is called a check, and we'll get to that very soon. But I just try to show you that this piece can actually move, you know, horizontal. Now look at this piece, can capture this one here now. Okay, let's just play this. So this one can capture this one. You see it has captured it. Now I removed the white, so I moved the white queen and the white king. That was why it was able to capture. Apart from that, I can still play this. See, so just keep moving. This one can play capture. So the major idea here I want you to understand is that the rook moves in what form? The vertical and horizontal, and once it captures, you take the piece out of the board and then it occupies the position of that piece, and that is it. Very much simple. So in a simple way, I can say it moves vertical, moves horizontal. So that's it. Moves vertical, provided there is no piece blocking it. Moves horizontal. Also can go backward. Yes. Okay, let me just do that again. Okay, let me do this so that I can be able to explain this very well for you. So watch this now. So You can take this point to the end of the board, take this point to the end of the board, can go backward, can also go, provided there is no piece blocking it, and that's just it. Simple.